Okay, now we're talking about clearing an underhook. Now, understand that now we're getting into more and more delicate situations, okay? Until now, we're talking about a mount that it was a bad position, but it wasn't catastrophically bad. Obviously, in Jiu-Jitsu, bad positions are rated on a curve. Obviously, there's a spectrum of bad positions. There isn't good and bad. There is bad, a little better, a little worse, horrible, awful, and so on, forth and so on. So, now, let's talk about clearing one underhook, right? So, a situation in which he has already, there you go, he got me into an underhook. Remember, his goal is to elevate, exactly. So, from here, this is pretty bad, but it's not catastrophic. What I want to do is I want to take a cross hip post on this side and just simply bridge towards the underhook, okay? There's not much to it. My idea is to bring everything inside, okay? To just repommel this inside. If he's not very good, he's just going to let me repommel this inside and then gain inside elbow position. But with someone against someone a little bit better, it's always going to play my pommeling game. He's always going to keep his elbow tight, and it's going to be very hard for me to just simply pommel my hands in. So I need to create space. Now, if you notice, up until now, we barely talked about bridging, okay? If you've been to any introductory class, you might have seen something that looks like this. I'm in mount, I grab an arm, I trap it, I bridge, and I take him over, okay? Now, understand that while this is good for, an introductory class, because it kind of teaches you how to bridge, it teaches you how to move body weight, which in Jiu-Jitsu are absolutely fundamental skills. When the rubber meets the road, it's going to be very, very hard for you to be able to take someone over just by virtue of bridging, as it were. Now, that doesn't mean that bridging doesn't have a place in Jiu-Jitsu. It absolutely does. Because bridges, a small bridge or small incremental bridges, force my partner to post and open up space for me to repommel inside. So from here, it's very realistic for me to revert the position just by bridging. But it's very, very likely that if I bridge, he's going to have to address this and post. That's enough for me to take my arm and pommel inside. And now I can go into an elbow escape, a high elbow, into an elbow, inside elbow escapes. Or I bring everything in and I can start kipping. It just depends where he's putting his weight. But the point is, I'm out. I freed an underhook and I'm going straight into my offensive cycle. Now, what you want as much as possible avoid is not maximize your escaping effort. So what do I mean by that? If you bridge, he has posts, and now you come back, and now you lay flat on your back, this is not good, because he's going to switch crossface now, he's going to get an underhook on the other side, and he's just going to cook you and make you more and more tired, okay? If you commit to an escape, go for it. Maximize your effort. So he has an underhook, I bridge, I force him to post, I come inside, and this is already escaping territory for me. I cannot just go back to neutral mount, as it were, because this is going to just mean more time for me in bottom position.